All right, back in the indoor garden. It's been a week since my last harvest. Um, Things are looking great in terms of what the growth looks like and the health of the plants. I don't really have any complaints. I'm not really getting as much growth this week as I did last week, but part of the reason might be one, I did trim those plants back quite a lot last week, and if you looked at the end of the video from last week, then you would see that these were significantly smaller. I really kind of trimmed them back to 2 or 3 leaves really. But on top of that, I did reduce the amount of light that these plants are receiving by about 20%. Really kind of expecting that we could see some legginess in here by doing that, but I still just wanted to experiment and do it. I'm really trying to keep the temperature of the tent below 22 degrees. This is that cilantro that looked really bad last week, and it appears that it's bouncing back a bit. The smell of it is great. This purple basil, pretty much the same situation, but I'm just letting it be. It's not like there's any real problem with it. It just doesn't look as great as I'd like it to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these towers apart as usual. I'm going to maybe do a little bit of a trim, only on the largest leaves, but I'm not going to go as ham as I did last week. And I'm just going to make sure that all the water levels and everything else are good. I wanted to water them more, but I'm very, very cautious about overwatering. I've had more problems with overwatering than underwatering in my experience, so that's why I'm being a little bit more cautious that way. But yeah, things are ultimately still going pretty well. Still have lots of growth. And it's just about trying to maintain what I have. That's ultimately the name of the game here. So here's one of the tops of one of the towers. I really should number the towers so that I know which one is which. But this is not one of the baby towers. But this is what the tops look like. I mean, again, you would have seen how far down I was trimming these plants. I was trimming them quite a lot. So we did get some pretty good growth, but not really what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more than what we had received. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious this week about how much I trim off, just so that I don't stunt them too much. Obviously I do want to keep them small, but I do not want to hinder their ability to just continue to thrive. Where sometimes if you trim a plant back too much, what will happen is that it'll spend a lot of that time just recovering itself before starting to kind of bounce back. Now, I guess in theory I probably could leave these another week, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of a harvest, get some stock replenished in the fridge, and yeah, see if my course correction makes a difference this time around. So this is one of the more established leafy greens. So I had this actually at the bottom of the tower, and a little bit of it grew into the one above it. So we got a little bit of crimping and a little bit of browning and whatnot, but I think it's still okay. Anything that's bad, I'll just trim it off. But lots of good growth. Like, I mean, again, you've seen how much I trimmed off of these, and I mean, that's quite a big one there. This one too, looking pretty good. Still my favorite. This thyme, this creeping thyme is just doing so well. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna really have to use some of this week and trim it back quite a lot so I can get some new growth on there. But she's doing very, very well. And I love it in this type of planter because it's just draping over and it gets all the light it needs. It just works out so well. This creeping thyme. This Thai basil is also looking pretty good. I did trim it back quite a lot last week, and we made some rice paper rolls, which was nice. And then I have a new little growth coming out here, and it's producing even larger leaves. So I just want to keep trimming back, and hopefully I just continue to get nice, beautiful growth out of this. Now, this particular planter dried out quite a lot. So now that these plants are fully established, I need to be a little bit more diligent on making sure that these get the water that they require. But yeah, very, very nice. Alright, now it's all trimmed up. I trimmed them a little less this week, so I didn't get as much, but I still just about filled up that bowl. Just about. This is what I ended up with here. So, just about filled up the bowl. My guess is probably about 150 grams. So, not as impressive as last week, but again, still just trying to get my footing How much do I trim off? But this lettuce looks pretty great. No complaints. As long as I'm pulling in greens, I'm a happy camper.